earth, of all these creatures, we're the ones endowed with the power to choose. We have this power of choice. So first, like these two here have, Joshua and John, we got to first choose true love. And then we must choose to let love come into our lives and to receive love and accept it in return. You see, love can't work if it's only traveling on a one-way street. You know that. We talked about that before. You see, love requires that we give and we receive. And love is why you're standing right here before us like that. In fact, love can bend the willows like the willow and weather in the storm. So, I don't think we need to overlook this spiritual influence that we call love, because our human hearts believe that the human mind will say God, but that heart says love. It's all about love. So, to the heart, God is known as ultimate, complete, perfect love. So I'm going to ask you guys this. If you're ready, if you, with these heart words that we're going to speak, if you're ready in this confirmation that I call our heart commitment ceremony, standing here before everyone, family and friends, we'll make this a sacred and we'll make it a holy way of going through this portal, I like to call it, holy matrimony. And here you're going to have full agreement to share love in all the ways that life's going to call on you to do so. So, are you ready? Okay. So let us begin by just stand facing each other. Just turn and stand facing each other. Don't hold hands. Let's have someone take this bouquet. Beautiful bouquet. This young lady right here. That'd be wonderful. And take a deep breath, both of you. Okay? Everybody here take a deep breath, because we're going to feel this. All right. Now, Don, I'm going to ask you to place your left hand on your heart. Your left hand on your heart. And just step into this handsome fellow and put your right hand against his heart. Just push right in there against him. And Joshua, if you'll take both of your hands and place them over her hand on your heart. And you all want to ask her these words of agreement. These are for you, Joshua. Will you agree to love this woman whose hand you hold to your heart? And will you stand by her and will you stand for her? And will you treasure her life with yours in sickness and in health, in darkness and in light? To be the guardian of her heart and remain faithful to her as her lawful wedded husband. If this is true for you, please say, I will. I will. I will. Thank you. Now, Don, I'm going to ask you, do you agree to accept Joshua, his promises of love, and do you allow him to be the guardian of your heart? And do you receive him as your lawful wedded husband? If this is true for you, just say, I do. I do. I believe. Now, let me ask you another question. Step over here and ask you this. Do you agree to love this man whose heart you hold? Feel beating in your hand? And will you stand by him and for him and in health, and in darkness, and light, to be the guardian of his heart and remain faithful to him as his lawful wedded wife? If this is true for you, just simply say, I will. We believe it, don't we? Yes. Josh, I'll ask you, do you agree to accept Dawn's promises of love? Do you allow her to be the guardian of your heart? And do you receive her to be your lawful wedded husband, your lawful wedded wife? If this is true for you, please say, I do.
I do.
Okay. Well, I've heard it said that wedding rings are a very important part of the ceremony, and I have some here. Just stop holding each other's hands. But what would be nice is if you would turn and give each other a nice big hug. No kissing, just a hug. That's sweet. Thank you. All right, let's talk about the ring ceremony here. I have here in my hand 2 rings, and you just leave that alone. Doesn't matter. No bothers at all. And I've been told that these rings complete the journey of love as a perfect circle. It gives and receives love. And Joshua, these rings have great symbolism. Since you have chosen to love one another, John and Joshua, we shall complete your commitments to anchor your union as husband and wife by exchanging these rings. And they're one of the oldest symbols of divine oneness. All is one when it comes down to the way that divine sees us. We belong to this great family, the one family of man. So this is the never-ending love. So Joshua, will you take this ring and place it on Dawn's heart hand, her finger there in the workplaces. And in doing so, will you pledge to her patience and unselfishness, and tolerance, and forgiveness, and understanding, and above all, give her that loving kindness that a woman needs, cherishing her as your wife. If you will do this, say, I will. I will. Dawn, you take this ring and place it on this hard hand of Joshua, and I want to ask you, will you do that, and will you pledge to him patience and selfishness and tolerance, forgiveness, and understanding, because a man needs a lot of understanding. And above all, kicking the pants when he needs to. Oh, wait a minute. Loving kindness. Cherishing him as your husband. Forever and ever and ever.
I will.
You will. We believe it. Do we not? Now, we're going to do something special here. You know, when I was talking to Joshua and Dawn about the way they felt about each other and the love that they had for each other, and Joshua talked about understanding, even about life itself, having this great cycle, this never-ending cycle. And he saw this as water being a symbol of this. And I found something here, I'll read it to you. It talks about this, and it's got some light here I can still see. It says that water is the great sustainer of all life on Mother Earth. Again and again, in the seasons of spring and summer and autumn and winter, it is water that, I've got to get my glasses on here to read this here, that nurtures and feeds the seeds of living things on the Mother Earth's breast. I like that. Water to all life can be likened to what love is to all humans. All kingdoms of the earth, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, cannot live without water. And, of course, humans need water also, but because humans have the love of God rushing through their veins, humans cannot live without love. Over the centuries, humans have used water as a symbol for divine life. All baptism takes place with water in its ceremony, does it not? We use the term living waters as if water were a blessed food for the soul of humankind. We humans can observe how the snow melts on the mountains and how the rain is captured in the grasses and the brooks, how the springs and the streams and the rivers flow into one another to make their journeys right into the great oceans. And then what happens? When the great seas send water skyward to become rain and snow on the forests and the mountains, to come to revisit Earth, again, a never-ending cycle of sustaining all of life. And it continues the ancient process of Earth's love for all the growing things on her body. Wow. So today, Joshua and Dawn will participate in a special ceremony that supports their decision to become husband and wife, dedicating the use of the water that's captured from the streams that flow in this beautiful, beautiful valley over the waterfalls. And we're going to pour their 2 separate vessels of water into what we can bless as an empowerment prayer. So we're going to do something here right now. Joshua and I will do this together. If you step forward and help me, Joshua. If you'll hand this glass to your bride. this one here. These are made so that they're not going to fall and break. There you go. That's yours. We got that out. Okay, now I'm going to take this one here. Here we come. There we go. Okay. Look at that. That's going to hold the substance of Mother Earth. I'm going to take this tail here. I'm going to ask, Father, could you help me with this? Father, the room here. This pail right here. Let's you and I pour this full. I'll hold this as steady as I can. I just kind of tip a little bit and pour some water in here. That water came from the waters of Silver Creek that goes over the falls. That's perfect. That's just right. Now, I'm going to pour this back into your vials here. And we're going to make an exchange of how this great cycle works. The rains come and nurtures all of Mother Earth coming into the streams and the brooks that flow back to the sea. And then there's water still in the great oceans. And then this water comes back and joins and becomes one with the great oceans. Mother Earth repeats this. Like your love coming together today, you are coming together as one life now. One partnership. Man, woman, woman, man. And it's in this one thing that holds all of human life together. L-O-V-E. Letting others verify our existence. So if you just now, I'll hold this steady. Pour these. I know this is blessed beyond. There we go. You hear that light? Perfect. Now Joshua, at some time before he leaves this area here, is going to take this water. It's going to go back to the original. He's going to pour back in here. He's going to pour that back into Silver Creek Falls. And he has a special place picked out. Right above South Falls, there's a corner. You can step right over and look right into the water. It goes right over the falls, 4 feet away. It drops down 7 feet. He's going to take that bucket and pour that right back in there. And it's going to go back to the seas, back to the sky, back to the earth. The cycle continues. Now let me have your glasses. I want to put a special blessing on both of you. Joshua and Dawn. May the light of divine purpose continue to flow of love in your lives. As the flow of this life-nurturing water shares its blessing upon the earth, may you both be showered with blessings of love and abundant happiness. And may this water be blessed with our appreciation for that which it does to sustain earth and Mother life on Mother Earth. And may you be blessed with hearts that are full of thankfulness for your journey together into the future as husband and wife. In the name of all that you are sacred and holy, may the light of God surround you, lighting your way, giving you clarity and giving you purpose for your lives. May it heal all wounds that you may carry with you, so that there's nothing but love. And may the love of God enfold you and hold you so near and dear, nurturing and sustaining you. And may the power of God protect you and direct you and connect you to the source of your highest and greatest goods. And do it always, in all ways. And may the presence of all that we hold as holy, whatever we call it, watch over you. And may your troubles be few and your blessings be more, and may happiness always come knocking at your door. I give thanks for these precious moments we've had together, to be one with that great creator of all creation. And since you, Joshua and Dawn, have agreed to these words of commitment that we have committed ourselves today, spoken in this ceremony, and since love rules these moments, let me tell you something. May love go before you and follow you all the rest of your days, and I have to say I am amen to that. And now, by all that we hold as sacred in life, and by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce Joshua sealed you by love and commitment today. Nothing like so. And you may seal that with a kiss.
Yeah! Woo!
Family and friends, may I present, lovingly present, Mr. Joshua and Mrs. Dawn Vandergraaf.
It's okay, substitute.
Anyhow, two people in love, maybe stay in love forever. So be it. Thank you for all being here. They appreciate you being here.
Yeah!